In Hololive's history, we can. I'll touch very basics on it because you guys should probably know Hololive's histories by now. You've had time. So, if we're gonna go back into VTubing, so I think what's amazing with Hololive and whatnot is that there was a transition in a way. So things way back then and the original stuff, it was really one breadwinner. It was one breadwinner and they had to do like all the recording, right? And then there was like the whole team behind it with like the video editing and all that stuff, maybe even scripting, it's hard to say. But it was a lot of burden on that one talent. So example like Kazuna Ai, she had a lot of things to do. Because primarily back then, it was all video skits, right? Yeah, it was all like video skits. So it was just like video after video. And YouTube was a very different scene. And I just think it's amazing. I know it's like based on idol stuff, like you have like the whole gen stuff. I just thought that was neat. Because in terms of like VTubing, you didn't see that stuff way back then. You were just like so used to single talents. And they did. Everything was on their shoulders. A lot of stress. Man, Sora is definitely a Chad. Sora is like my good god. Thank you for your hard work and to all that you've done for this company. And everyone else in Hololive, it is all thanks to the building blocks that you guys have made that me and Avin are even like here right now. I just think it's like, it's touching. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys? Like, it's like everyone in what's the term? They put a bit of their soul into it. They put a lot of their soul into it. A lot of time, effort, hard work, tears, probably like stress every now and then. And they kept going for years. And now like, look, Hololive is in the West. Back then, there were like companies, corporations, they didn't really exist in the West. They did not. The first one that I personally was aware of was really just Hanjo TV. And they were more of single talent stuff, and they were promoting Japanese tourism. Super cool channel, by the way. I like it. And then from then on, like you got like, thanks to technology as well, you got like a lot of the indie scene. And then thanks to, well, not really thanks to COVID. I don't want to say thanks to that, but people started flocking and taking the opportunity to come here during that time because like there was a lot of time, I guess. And it's interesting because like it's. What year is it in this world? Forgive me, I travel so many books, I lose track of time. But it's this year now, and it's so wild because do you remember that time where like people just they wear masks and people were just stuck, and now we're like it's okay now, guys. You can go out there and kiss your homie in front of that store in the middle of the street, anything you want. So I think it's just interesting. And you know, history is just gonna keep going. And I hope that we can all make wonderful memories together. So, I won't go too much into the streaming side of things. Simply because, like, it is a lot. It's a big scene now. Man, it's just so interesting though. It used to be so tiny, so minuscule. So... You guys used to be so adorable. Sure, it may have been a tiny community, but you know, it was a very lovely community. And I am glad that I have been able to witness such a thing, because I am here now to tell everyone the stories of how things used to be and the way things are now. And you guys are part of this history, you know? You are here today, making history of just, I guess, just existing and kissing homies. You know, actually, I have to admit, guys, I didn't expect you to start making out in pre-chat today.